We know more about the surface of Mars than we do about our own oceans. Covering over 70% of our planet, the sea remains Earth's final frontier. A vast, pitch-black abyss where sunlight dies, and pressure can crush a human bones in milliseconds. For centuries, sailors have whispered legends of massive sea monsters lurking in the dark. But in the summer of 1997, science captured something that proved the ocean might be far more terrifying than any myth we ever imagined. Deep in the isolated waters of the Pacific Ocean, a network of secret military microphones heard it. A sound. It wasn't a mechanical failure, and it wasn't a weather anomaly. It was a powerful, ultra-low frequency sound that rose rapidly in frequency, lasting for about 1 minute. Scientists called it the Bloop, and for decades it has remained one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the modern world. To understand how terrifying this sound was, we have to look at how it was found. During the Cold War, the United States Navy deployed a highly sophisticated underwater listening system called ZOSIS. This network of hydrophones was anchored deep on the ocean floor, designed originally to track Soviet nuclear submarines. But when the Cold War ended, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, began using these microphones to listen to natural oceanic phenomena. They expected to hear underwater earthquakes, whale songs, and icebergs cracking. They did not expect to hear the Bloop. On May 19, 1997, multiple sensors located thousands of miles apart all picked up the exact same sound. It was detected near the equatorial Pacific, isolated and incredibly deep. What baffled scientists wasn't just the strange frequency of the sound, but its sheer, unimaginable volume. The bloop was so loud that it was picked up by sensors over 3,000 miles away. To put that into perspective, no known animal on Earth, not even the largest creature to ever live, the blue whale, is capable of producing a sound that can travel that far through the dense, heavy pressure of the deep ocean. The immediate question on everyone's mind was simple. Could the bloop be biological? Could it have come from a living creature? When marine biologists analyzed the audio profile, they noticed something chilling. The sound had an organic structure. It wasn't the sharp metallic crunch of an earthquake, nor was it the steady rumble of an erupting underwater volcano. It possessed a unique frequency curve that closely resembled the vocalizations of marine mammals. Except there was a massive problem with this theory: the scale. If the bloop was indeed made by a living animal, that animal would have to be colossal. Biologists calculated that for an organism to generate enough acoustic energy to project a sound across 3,000 miles of ocean, it would have to be at least several times larger than a blue whale. Think about that for a moment. A blue whale can grow up to 100 feet long and weigh over 150 tons. The creature responsible for the bloop would have to be the size of a floating city block. Could a monster of that magnitude truly exist in the darkness, completely hidden from human eyes? The terrifying answer is yes. Over 80% of the world's oceans are completely unmapped and unobserved. We are effectively blind to what lives at the bottom of the sea. As news of the bloop spread, it caught the attention of conspiracy theorists and sci-fi fans alike, leading to one of the strangest coincidences in modern history. People realized that the coordinates calculated for the source of the bloop were shockingly close to the fictional sunken city of R'lyeh. This is the city from the famous 1928 horror story by H.P. Lovecraft, where a cosmic, monstrous entity named Cthulhu is said to be trapped in a death-like sleep beneath the ocean. According to Lovecraft's lore, Cthulhu rests at almost the exact same spot in the South Pacific, where the military hydrophones picked up the terrifying noise. For a long time, internet forums ran wild with the idea that science had accidentally recorded the waking cry of an ancient cosmic monster. While scientists dismissed this as mere fiction, the mystery of the sound remained wide open. No official explanation could satisfy the public. Years later, NOAA released an official explanation. They claimed that after further investigation, the acoustic profile of the bloop matched the sounds generated by major ice quakes. Large icebergs fracturing and cracking away from the Antarctic ice sheet produce high-energy, low-frequency sounds that can travel vast distances through the water. Case closed. Or was it? While ice quakes are a scientifically proven phenomenon, many experts and enthusiasts remain skeptical. The official explanation felt too neat, a quick fix to calm the public's imagination. Skeptics point out that the sound profile of 1997 had anomalies that haven't been perfectly replicated by ice since. Furthermore, even if the bloop was just ice, it doesn't change the darker reality. The Mariana Trench drops down nearly 36,000 feet into the crust of the Earth. In these zones of absolute darkness, weird, alien-like life forms are discovered every single year. Creatures that use bioluminescence to hunt, animals with transparent heads, and giant squids that defy logic. If a giant squid can hide from humanity for centuries, who is to say there isn't something much larger, sleeping in the untouched trenches? The ocean is a vast living organism of its own, keeping secrets we are simply not ready to understand. We listen to the stars looking for alien life in distant galaxies. But perhaps we should be looking down, because the deep ocean isn't just empty water. It is a world of shadows waiting to be awakened. What do you think is truly hiding down there? Is it just ice, or is it something else?